So here it is, Ubisoft's brand new Far Cry standalone game called Far Cry New Dawn, which is based in the apocalypse, the post-apocalypse, I should say. So this looks really cool, a lot more colorful than I expected, but man, it looks awesome. We're going to go over all of the details about this game. Some really cool stuff has been revealed as we go over to the website. You can see a bunch of brand new screenshots. It reveals everything about the characters, the story, surviving in New Hope County. Yes, we're in the post-apocalypse, based in Montana. You guys may remember the setting of Far Cry 5, but you can see how clearly vibrant this game is. And we're gonna go into, some of these features like build a makeshift arsenal, make new friends. It is going to be co-op as well, so it's gonna have single player and co-op, and it will be out February 15th, 2019 on PS4, Xbox One, and PC here. And then there's some pre-order stuff, Deluxe Edition, that we'll get into as well. But as you can see here from the trailer, it looks freaking awesome. And I'm totally hyped for it. Again, extremely colorful and vibrant, as you can see. And that's interesting because, of course, also Bethesda, they're going to be releasing Rage 2 as well. And that kind of reminded me of Rage 2, how crazy and colorful that game is. Has a very Mad Max vibe to it for sure. But yeah, let me know what you think of this trailer here. It's really showing off some of the gameplay that we can expect from this game. It looks absolutely chaotic. And then cars are going to be playing a very big part in this game. It looks like there's going to be some sort of Mad Max style racing that you can do in it. Like you could see its own racetrack. And then we have two new characters that are dubbed the twins in this game as well. So they look really cool too. And Joseph Seed will be making his return in the game too. So yeah, let's go ahead and dive into some of the details of the game. But I did want to show some of the trailer here first, showcasing some of what is going on here. They look absolutely freaking crazy. Who would have ever expected this in a Far Cry game? Am I right? No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, also we'll talk about this new faction that you are seeing here. They did reveal details about them as well. And pets appear to be a thing in this game too, where you are going to have your own, dog companion and, wild boars, it looks like, that you can have fight alongside you. And yes, weapons you can craft from scratch around the world seem to be a thing. More details on that too. So we got a lot to dive into here. And yeah, just looking at it again, very colorful. But there's Joseph Seed. So I'm wondering if the game's going to begin with you in that bunker and you and Joseph Seed emerge. But he's indicating that there's an even bigger threat than him and, his group. So let's go into the website right now, shall we? Let's do it. All right, so let's scroll through here and check this out. It says we, of course, have an article about meeting the twins. Of course, we're going to dive into all of this in just a moment, discovering the whole story, meeting the twins, survival in New Hope County. But you can also register for updates, to stay up to date about all this stuff. So check out the website. It's going to be linked in the description below. But it says a transformed world. 17 years after a nuclear doomsday, Hope County, Montana has changed in unexpected ways. Nuclear winter has given way to a super bloom, creating a lush, colorful landscape that survivors have begun to repopulate with makeshift buildings. It's a lawless frontier where people are struggling to get by, and you'll be able to experience it, all with a friend in co-op or on your own as a lone gunslinger. So that's the description of the overarching game, what they're thinking of with this one. And then we have the new order. It says, after living through the apocalypse, the survivors in Hope County now face a new threat. The nihilistic highwaymen, vicious scavengers intent on bleeding the county dry. When the survivors put out a call for help to combat this deadly threat, you are quickly thrust into the middle of a new battle for the future of Hope County. We'll dive into that a little bit more, but I want to go over some other stuff and check out these screenshots. Man, the color here is just so different from what I was expecting. I was expecting it to be more darker, although we did see some darker undertones in the trailer, of course. So that was also revealed. So many good games being announced right now at Game Awards. It's insane. But anyway, they go on to say this, build a makeshift arsenal. They say, since the collapse, survivors have been placing their shelter, tools, and weapons together from the broken remnants of the old world. The results may look ramshackle, but they'll keep you alive in a fight. Your home base will let you construct powerful weapons and vehicles, giving you more options than ever for explosive, over-the-top action. Sounds like my style of game. Now it says this, make new friends. Embark on exciting new story campaign as you battle against the Highwaymen, which we are seeing right here, of course, and their leaders, the twins. Mickey and Lo are twin sisters leading an army of scavengers who want to exhaust Hope County for all of its resources before they move on. As you take the fight to the twins, you'll have a mix of new and unique guns for hire and fangs for hire to watch your back. So you can see that system is very much carrying over from Far Cry 5 into this game. They make no mistake by saying that Far Cry 5 is the backdrop to this game world. If you haven't played Far Cry 5, I personally loved it. I thought the game was amazing with its story. That's really what propelled me forward, and the environment. So I definitely recommend playing Far Cry 5 before diving into this. I highly recommend it. So it says, survive, liberate, and explore. It says, at the center of Far Cry New Dawn is your home base. Upgrade it to get stronger weapons and gear to help you survive out in the open world. Meanwhile, the Highwaymen are holed up in outposts, which you'll need to conquer, and once you do, you can replay them for a tougher challenge and better rewards. Finally, Hope County isn't the only place that'll be ravaged by the collapse, and you'll be able to range for far outside its borders on expeditions, visiting new territories across the USA. That sounds so freaking cool. This whole area interests me big time, with also the ability to replay them for tougher challenges and better rewards. I'm so curious about all of this. And again, you can pre-order it. Comes out February 15th, 2019, PS4, Xbox One, and PC. There is a deluxe edition, which it does say here comes with the Night Pack, SVD, Claymore, and then the Sidecar Motorbike, and then Herc Legacy Pack, which is the, what is that? Some sort of weapon, Wraith M249, and then Legacy Off-Roader, and then includes Hercling outfits, and then also the M1M shotgun, and then RAP4 rocket launcher. Look at the rocket launcher. It's extremely colorful too. But we're going to dive into this even more. So we're going to dive into these articles one by one here. But yeah, overall, let me know what you are most excited for with this game. A lot of features revealed for sure. So we're going to go into the next thing right now, which is discover the whole story. Really cool screenshot here. Can I actually rotate through the screenshot? Oh, that rotates through the articles. That's cool. But yeah, let's scroll down here. It says, with the announcement of Far Cry New Dawn, it's clear that things did not turn out well for Hope County, Montana in Far Cry 5. How did it all go so apocalyptically wrong? How did the project at Eden's Gate cult gain a stranglehold on the people and places of Hope County? What did the local resistance do to push them back? And why was Joseph Seed, the manipulative and murderous cult leader known as the Father, able to command such a powerful following? Now it says this, you'll find the answers to these questions more, of course, in Far Cry 5 as you journey through the lush valleys of Hope County and confront insidious cults. Their message of salvation in the face of doomsday has inspired a devoted army of fanatics, and they aggressively recruiting new followers. So this is stuff a lot of us already know. I recommend, again, playing Far Cry 5. Now, of course, the man behind these sinister tactics, the Father, a man who believes he is chosen by God to harvest souls before the coming collapse, which is, of course, Joseph Seed. Now, they did say this, the natural beauty of Far Cry 5 will be a stunning backdrop for your explosive clashes with violent cult members who will stop at nothing to fulfill your father's vision. So right now, they're still talking about Far Cry 5 right now. So they're definitely recommending playing Far Cry 5, which I see what they're doing there, which is actually a good I say good marketing tactic by Ubisoft here if you haven't checked it out. They say the people you meet and the places you liberate will become part of your story. story that culminates in a clash. Okay, so they're still talking about Far Cry 5. Now, in that, they say the future awaits you in Far Cry New Dawn, and you can prepare by jumping into Far Cry 5 now. So, yeah, they're recommending to really build the backstory of Far Cry New Dawn, of course, by checking out Far Cry 5, which I'm just going to say, I have to give credit to Ubisoft. Pretty genius business tactic there, for sure. Okay, so next up, we've got this crazy-looking screenshot here with the twins. It says, meet the twins. It says, 17 years after a global nuclear catastrophe, civilization reemerges from the chaos to find a world dramatically changed. In Hope County, Montana, the remaining populace has divided into different groups, each with their own rules for survival. Now, while these groups attempt to rebuild their lives, a new threat has arisen: twin sisters Mickey and Lou. The twins are completely at home in this new world, having grown up in the harsh conditions, caused by cataclysmic events. I'm so excited, can't even talk. And learn to survive by any means necessary. They lead a merciless band of scavengers, the highwaymen, of course, we know that already, across the country, it says here, not county, plundering and pillaging for their own benefit and enjoyment. For them, there is no tomorrow, only the present. And the most powerful characters will rule. Their next stop is, of course, Hope County. So they're basically dropping by Hope County here. Now it says, with Mickey's calculated planning and Lou's impulsive, unpredictable nature, the two of them make a deadly leadership duo. And having gone to extreme lengths to take over the highwaymen, they have already shown that they will stop at nothing to stay at the top of the food chain. Hope County, still recovering from the damage after 17 years, may not be ready for the new danger approaching. Will you be ready? Now, there is a little excerpt here about survival in Hope County. And again, you can see how the hummingbird even just sticks out. The hummingbird is just getting along just fine in the post-apocalypse, it seems. It says 17 years after the nuclear doomsday, Hope County has changed in dramatic and unexpected ways. The transformed scenery of Hope County has been reclaimed by nature and is now covered in a lush, colorful super bloom. The harsh winds and rains follow the nuclear, I think it says here, nuclear winter, have reshaped the entire landscape, and very few structures from the original region remain. Now, Hope has returned to the region, and survivors have begun to rebuild their homes, creating makeshift buildings and weapons from whatever materials they could find. But those who survived the nuclear apocalypse now face a new threat. The peaceful population is not prepared to protect themselves against the vicious group of scavengers known as the Highwaymen. So they band together and make new allies to overcome this new threat, but they can't do it without your help. So you've got to help them out. It's cool to hear how, the world is going to be changing. It's still Hope County, the world we experienced in Far Cry 5, but very different apocalyptic setting. So that's the tone that they are going for, and it's going to also influence gameplay in other ways as well. Now, also, it's worth noting some of the pre-order bonuses. If you're curious, it says pre-order now and get the exclusive Unicorn Trike. So a lot of Mad Max theme and vibes here definitely going on. But that's all the details so far we know about Far Cry New Dawn. No, this is not Far Cry 6. This is more like a Far Cry Primal experience, coming out sooner than I even expected. So Ubisoft is known for doing this stuff, and I think it's pretty smart that they do this and really mess around with ideas and gameplay mechanics by doing these games that are like cheaper, $40 experience here with this one. Still hyped for it, looking forward to it, can't wait for the co-op and stuff like that. So look forward to more details about Far Cry New Dawn. Stay tuned, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you soon enough in the post-apocalypse. Take care.